Right then, welcome back. Today, well, we're in Japan on a Japanese bike for 5 laps of pain with a final race for our 1988 Honda RC30. Now, it didn't do too badly at the other tracks, considering it was up against bikes that were way faster than it was. Tsukuba, very hard on the front tyre. We have a good chassis. We have a very forgiving setup where we can hammer the curbs quite hard and it doesn't spit us off. So we'll go medium front, soft rear. I'm not going to touch the setup. 5 lap. I am genuinely prepared for this to take a long time. Yeah, that's what I was scared about. Getting a little bit carried away. But we have the pace. Much like He-Man said, I have the power. So we should be able to get a bit closer on this one. Goddamn GSXR, come on. That's too wide, someone up the inside. GSX S1000. Oh, we need them all to start falling off again. Yeah, we need people to start crashing. One's gone. Not the leader though, unfortunately. Still not the leader, up to 3rd. Come on, little Honda. Don't you worry about them curbs, that's just fine. I mean, is that an 08 Fireblade? Look how fast it is in a straight line. Come on, we need a few more accidents up here. Not from me, not from me. This is probably the best bike I've ever used around here. It just takes so much abuse. That was way too late on the change of direction. Still have that blue Suzuki breathing down our necks. We're going to need a hard front on the time attack. No, here come the cavalry. Not today, Mr. Suzuki, not today. Come on, we've got to get second. We've got to put a bit more pressure on this Fireblade, get him to make a mistake. Oh, it's sliding in and out of the corners now. It's just too fast in a straight line. I need more power. I need supercharger. Ready, we're nearly on him, come on. He just has a bit too much go between the corners. Can't quite, oh no, that's dodgy. That could be the end of our little challenge for second place. Oh, that Suzuki's back. And I've hit the limiter, and it was sliding out there. Oh, that's too close. There's going to be a stuffing up the inside here. Well, do you know what? As third placers go, that was pretty sweet. Right, so we did a 55.689. Now we've done a 54.5 on the Ninja. There's no way. There's no way. 55.6. So I've got to go 1.1 seconds quicker. I don't necessarily think I can do that, but I'll put a hard front tyre on, 689, so it would have gone 80th. So we'll set 55.689 as the target, and we'll see how we get on. So setup wise, I'm going to leave it, not going to touch it, we're just going to leave it as is. We're not going to muck about with anything. It works really well. Tyres, we'll go hard front, soft rear, and we're aiming for what? That ZX6R, was that? So yeah, that one there. I mean, we've got a few to aim for actually. We've got 54.9, 54.9, 55.4. So there's targets all the way up to that 54.4 at 790. How is that only done a 54.3? That is disgustingly slow. Right, we'll see. Well, we've beat the Ghost, but we're not going to get much more out of it, I know that. Oh my god, that was on rails. Well, there's a bit of time. Come on. We lost a little bit. If we can get this last corner nailed, running hot, veer off. Oh, we're going to beat it. We beat it. That's it, we're done. 55.456. I've got nothing else. No more. Oh, there's a 323, but oh well. We'll just have to stick with what we've got. Right then, 55.456. We didn't take a massive amount of time off the lap, did we? 456, 456, 456. 63rd. So I went from what, 80th to 63rd. Not great. Not great, but not bad. Right, setup then. So setup wise, that's where we ended up. A slight mod from a 2 and 8. Electronics was anti-wheelie 1, engine braking 2, no traction control. Tyres, front, it'll run anything, soft, medium, hard, depending on the track you're on. Rears would be soft or medium. Pros and cons. The chassis, the way this bike goes into, through and out of a corner is just awesome. It's one of the best handling bikes that I've used and I know I've said that about a few other bikes, and some of them are really, really good, and there's always a new light yardstick, but this is on a different planet. and it's just awesome. Not only that, but you can hammer it off curbs. It is mega resilient. If you get the edge of the curb and get the wheel or tyre hooks on it, you've had it. But it will go over curbs, into the corner, halfway through, wherever you want. It will ride curbs and bumps very, very well. And the noise, it's got a really dirty V4 flat plane crank noise that just... Well, there's not many bikes in this world that have that noise, and this does, and it sounds awesome. Cons, it's slow. Slow acceleration, slow top speed, quite slow to change direction, but I didn't really want to muck about with the settings because it handled as well as, like I say, any bike that I've used before. So, and it's heavy. It feels heavy. I mean, it is heavy, really, compared to like modern stuff, but it just feels a little bit heavy going from side to side. It's an 80s, late 80s, early 90s sports bike, super bike. It's long, it's low. They didn't understand geometry in the way that they necessarily do now. They didn't have the technology to make it work. But yeah, it's very much of its time, but oh, what a machine to use. Absolutely fantastic. And that'll do it for this one then. All 6 races done. We didn't do amazingly well in the races, but I think she held her head up quite well, considering that she was miles and miles and miles behind some of the bikes that she was racing against. And I'd just look at it. Just look at it. It's an absolute work of art. From the Dezeus fasteners to the polished forks, and I mean 4-pot brakes in 1988. It was just, it didn't get any better. This was it. They weren't exactly cheap. Span adjustable clutch lever, just stuff you don't get anymore. Fuel taps, carburetors. But you know what I mean. It's just, I mean, just look at it. You could have one of them on a paddock stand in the living room and not feel like you were missing out. It is an absolute pleasure for my eyes to see. I am a big fan. That's it. Enough. I'm not going to carry on before I start touching myself, which will be a bit weird for everybody. But yeah, next time, next time, 2020 Yamaha MT10 race bike. Yes, we're getting out the wheeliest machine ever made, and we're going to do the extreme naked event, so 5 races in the Superbikes League. So that should be absolutely awesome. So that's it, we're done. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, subscribing, all the usual jazz, and fingers crossed I will see you next time. Take care, stay safe, peace. All over the back of the Honda. Get out of the way. That's made a right mess.